Welcome to Saturday morning, everyone. I am so tired today. It's been a really busy week, and I think I've been lying in bed for the past 2.5 hours. I've been awake, but I've just been on my phone playing games and just trying to relax my body and my mind. Please excuse my lisp and like my puffy mouth. I'm wearing my retainer, so this is very reminiscent of when I used to have Invisalign. I think I'm going to get out of bed now. It's going to be a very lazy day for me, but hubby does have to go to work today, so I'm going to spend the day lying around, having naps, working on my book. I don't really want to get out of bed yet, but at the same time, I do want to get out of bed because there's a bunch of stuff I want to get done. So I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get up now. All right, here we go. Lulu's also lying in bed with me. Let me flip you around so you can see. I did turn my lamp on over here so it wouldn't be so dark in the video, but I have been waking up to this light because I've been finding it really hard to wake up in the morning. I got out of routine during the winter holiday, but it's a little easier with the light up alarm clock. And here is little Miss. Her head is facing away from us, so we're seeing her tail right here. She's really tired too, and she's not ready to get up yet, so I'm just gonna leave her there while I brush my teeth and do all my morning stuff. Little Miss has also gotten out of bed, and we are just lounging around on the carpet. She is posing right now though, because I'm vlogging. Cold today. We've had such mild weather, but yeah, it's definitely plunged in terms of temperatures. I think it's around -10 right now, so I'm just trying to get as many steps in as possible before cozying up for the day. I'm still really tired and I still have a lot I want to get done today, but it's actually nice to be out. It's waking me up a little. I feel a bit less groggy. I think this will be good for my energy levels, my mood, and my mindset. So let's see how many steps I can get before scurrying back into the condo. I've been in a couple of all-day meetings the past couple of days, plus dinner afterwards. So I've been having a lot of I guess like rich foods, conference type foods, some really nice sandwiches, as well as lots of baked goods. So I've had slices of banana bread, for example, muffins. The cookies were really good, as well as the little brownies. Oh my gosh, the brownies were so good. But as a result, I was thinking today I would just have something very light, like a smoothie. I do want to use up a few ingredients, but it's so cold out that I don't think I can drink a smoothie. It's just, I don't want to be cold, and I really want to have a nice nap after lunch because I'm so tired and short on sleep. So I decided just to have snacks all day. I'm having some pumpernickel toast with butter and jam, and my friend brought up stroopwafels recently, so I bought a bag and I'm going to have that now. I'm actually going to put it on top of my tea so it can start getting all nice and soft in terms of the caramel. I'm so tired. I'm very, very glad I am off this weekend, and I'm also happy hubby's working so I can like fully decompress. I really need this time to myself to recharge, and usually it's fine with hubby around, but I'm like so tired after so many interactions over the past few days that I really, really need this time to myself. Here's the stroopwafel. I'm just gonna pop that on top just for a minute or two. My tea is not super, super hot, so I think it can stay on there for a little bit longer. I had a really, really good 2.5 hour nap on the couch. I was exhausted, but I'm feeling a lot better now. Alert enough to make some egg fried rice for dinner. I was considering buying something and asking hubby to pick it up on the way home, but egg fried rice was calling me. We had some leftover rice in the fridge. I love eggs.
quick and easy. It's kind of like the perfect meal for when I'm utterly exhausted, but with a teensy tiny bit of nap energy. So I'm going to have this and just continue on with the rest of my evening. There's a lot of stuff I want to get done for my book. I started testing out some of the exercises, and I'm really like deep into thinking about how my body feels now when it's tired, my sleep cues. Link my book progress update down below, my latest one that talks a little bit more about what I did these past couple of days, and a really interesting insight that I had, which buoyed my spirits a little bit. There was a tangible benefit from recording the book progress update today. Made me feel a whole lot better about just being aligned with my inner compass. I am having a bit of coffee this morning, and I have to show you this tea warmer that hubby got me. It has been working so well to keep my tea and coffee warm. So this mug is one of those aluminum camping mugs, and I really love it because it's got a rabbit on it, and I do also really love it because the coffee inside cools rather quickly, so I can drink it a little bit sooner. But it cools so quickly that I'm drinking, you know, relatively hot coffee, which is really nice, and then it becomes cold coffee, which is fine, but sometimes I just want more hot coffee. This mug warmer does a great job at keeping my tea and coffee at a consistently warm temperature that's not too hot. Here's the package that it came in, and when I opened it, I honestly didn't really think much of it. I didn't think I would use it or love it as much as I do. I've mainly been using it as a mug warmer, but the first time I used it, I actually did use it as a candle warmer. So some of you may remember this candle, this pear-shaped candle that my sisters got me many years ago. I usually pop this into the empty slot on day 25 of the Advent calendar once we've opened up all of the teas, and of course there is no tea for day 25, so that slot is always empty afterwards. So I did pop this candle in that slot, and I usually light it on Christmas Day and then on subsequent days after that. I didn't show it in Vlogmas this year, but I did light this. I think I started on Boxing Day. But then the wick got so short that I couldn't use it anymore, but there was still a ton of wax left, as you can see. So I used this on the mug warmer or candle warmer, and it worked so well. The scent of the pear candle is beautiful, and it just infused the entire condo with that scent. So I'm really, really, really loving this product for these two uses. I haven't used it for this yet. Gravy and sauces, because we don't tend to have a lot of gravy and sauces. I'm super happy I have this. I pretty much use it every single day now. It's a little warmer today and the sun is shining. Yay. I'm gonna head to the grocery store and pick up a few things for today. I'm feeling much, much better today, much more well-rested, much more alert. I'm gonna make this as part of our dinner tonight. We also have some leftover fried rice from yesterday, but this is by Mitchell's Soup Company, and it's the classic chicken and herb soup mix. I did buy some chicken today when I went to the grocery store, and I'm gonna try to make this in the Instant Pot. This was part of a happy box that hubby got for me for our dating anniversary. So the mug warmer was also part of my gift, and this was in the box. So I'll show you a photo I took of the happy box with all of its contents. Lots of fun stuff. I've worn the socks already. I can't wait to try the candle. We've eaten all the shortbread already, but we still have the chocolate bar as well as the hot chocolate stick mix. But yeah, a really nice range of items in the box, and this was one of them. Here is the state of our tea advent calendar. We have finished all the teas except for two. The yerba mate, which hubby's gonna drink. We also have the mugi cha because I haven't wanted to grind up the little barley pieces, but maybe I'll just try steeping them as is if I'm feeling lazy, or I can just grind them up. It doesn't take long. Because we only have two teas left, I think I'm going to clear this out and put all the other stuff back. I also have to deal with this. Just a pile of bags and drinks and Christmas stuff. I want to get all of that sorted out, and then we can bring a bunch of stuff to the locker. Oh, look who wants to say hi. She was sleeping. Wherever the camera goes, Lulu wants to go.
The chicken noodle soup looks and tastes really, really good.
Hubby just stepped out because he forgot to pick up his free coffee. He got a 7-day streak, so he's got free coffee for a week, but he forgot to pick it up on his way home, so he just went to go grab that so he wouldn't forget again. I was gonna wait for him to come home to start eating because the soup is really hot still. But I remembered that we have feta cheese, so I'm going to add some feta on top and as well some pumpkin seeds. I've been liking getting my feta cheese in these blocks because they come in a 2-pack, so you don't have to eat it as quickly because they're sealed. And I'm just gonna break off a piece and crumble it on top. It's perfect weather for chicken noodle soup, so I'm very happy to have received this in the Happy Box, and I'm glad I remembered that we had this, and I'm also glad I'm making it right away. Sometimes when we get food like this in boxes, or even if I buy it myself, I don't make it right away and I forget about it. It just ends up sitting in the cupboard for a really long time, gets relegated to the back of the cupboard. I'm trying to be better with that, just not buying so much food that just sits there. And it's also nice because hubby bought me the Happy Box when he came home. I was able to tell him that I cooked the thing that he got for me, and it's only been a couple of weeks since he gave it to me. So I'm gonna sprinkle some pumpkin seeds on top. Hubby's back with his coffee. Here it is, his extra large double. Yeah. Smells really good. I won't drink any because it's a bit late, so I don't want to be up all night, but yay, dinner looks really good.
We made pizza tonight, and hubby decided to try a deep dish pizza recipe that our friends sent to us. They said they tried this recipe and it was really good. The recipe calls for homemade pizza dough, but our friends used the Metro dough and we did the same. So this is his deep dish pizza, which he made in a pan. And I just made regular pizza, but that's still in the oven. And here are the pizzas all together. Looks good. There's a lot of stuff in hubby's pizza.
Hubby's pizza tastes really good. Lots of flavor.
This part's good. Shouldn't cut this thickness throughout.
Hubby is thinking about how to improve the recipe for next time.
Or technique.
Technique. Is my pizza the usual? It's good. I used butter on my crust today, so it is really delicious and also very crispy.
It is the eve of the Lunar New Year, and I am on my way to pick up the tea I ordered from Tao Tea Leaf. I'm gonna pick up my order as well as my sister's order. The temperature is actually really comfortable if you're dressed for it, for a nice long walk. I just picked up the tea orders and they came in these fun reusable bags. We ordered Chinese food for Chinese New Year's Eve. So this is the stuff we ordered for tonight, and then I also got some dim sum for right now.
Hello everyone, and happy Lunar New Year to those of you who celebrate. It is the year of the rabbit in the Chinese zodiac. I switched up my eyeshadow palette today. I remembered that this Laura Mercier palette has a shade, this one here, called Truffle. So I felt like wearing it. Probably my most used palette that I have remaining. I've finished one shade completely and hit pan on a bunch of others. I'm going to work on this one for a while until I get bored of it. I did, interestingly enough, get bored of the Inglot palette pretty quickly. I'm not sure why that is. I'm still loving the shadows in terms of the quality, but the color combinations, and that would be like completely my fault because I chose all of the colors in that palette. But yeah, they weren't really working for me. I'll play with it a little more before I decide whether I want to let it go. But the quality is still really nice. I did have a Zoom call with my family yesterday, and I showed my sister that I picked up the tea for us, and she said I could look inside. I haven't opened either of the bags yet, but I think I will go through just to make sure that what we received matches our order, because they did make one mistake last year. Here are the teas I ended up getting, and this year they didn't have the smaller sizes available. Lowest number of grams that you could get was 25, whereas last year I think they had those tiny sample packets that were maybe 5 grams of tea. So that wasn't on offer this year for the 50% off sale. So I ended up buying 10 of the 25 gram bags. I only bought 2 pu'er teas. I actually thought I bought more. So I don't know if this is going to be enough for me, but I have other teas, so I can wait until next year. This one I believe is my favorite one. If it comes in those little tea cakes that are wrapped, I'm gonna open that up a little later to check it out. And this tea is new to me. It's the ginger lemongrass. And for pu'er teas, I do like these pretty strong. I like the cooked ones. My sister mentioned the milk oolong, and I love milk oolong, so I went ahead and grabbed some of that, along with the coconut oolong, which I remember really liking last time. I actually bought a lot of oolongs. I think the almond one is new to me, and the honey orchid one I'm pretty sure I've tried before and I really liked it. That is one of the oolongs that my friend recommended. As well, I got more of the Dai Hong Po. I still don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that's a beautiful oolong tea. It's actually the one I'm drinking today, but I finished the one from last year. Last steep is today. So this order has come in at the perfect time. This tea is new to me. It's a fermented tea, so I'm eager to try that. Our friends mentioned this tea when they came over. They saw the tea advent calendar. This was back in December, and they asked if there was a lapsang in the advent calendar, and I said no, not yet. And then once December had passed, they asked again, and I was like, no, there was no lapsang. So that got me curious about it because I've never tried it before, so I bought these 2 varieties to try. And while I have everything out, I am gonna open this up to see what the contents are like inside and if this is indeed my favorite one. I'm showing the booby light today. Every time I forget that this is in the frame and I go to edit, I'm like, oh, the boob light is showing. But today I purposely left it in there. I feel like this is one of those things you can't unsee. So now that I've pointed it out, I think next time I will adjust the camera so it's not in frame. Oh yes, these are the right ones. So this is like a tiny tea cake, and I usually steep half at a time. So I'll just open the wrapper and then I'll break it in half. And sometimes I put the tea back in the wrapper, sometimes I don't, but then I just pop it back in the bag and then I steep the other half another day. I think for my sister's order, I will pull things out of the bag because I want that surprise of seeing what she selected. Although she did tell me that she basically chose the things that I recommended. So let's see. Oh, she got the ancient. This is the one that I just showed, and I hope she likes it. It's a really strong tea, like a very strong flavor. This one here is the Phoenix Oolong and the Honey Orchid. I really hope she likes that too. Well, I hope she likes it all. Oh, this is the Purple Pu'er. So this is one of the raw or uncooked pu'ers. This one was recommended by my friend, and I really like this one too, but I have some left, so I didn't repurchase it. This is much more of a milder flavor of pu'er teas, and the tea doesn't actually come out purple, I don't believe. I just had this the other day, but I used, I didn't use my clear mug. So this is the Dai Hong Po that I'm drinking today. I really like this one. Okay, I think this is the last one. And the milk oolong, of course. This is the one that she first mentioned to me, so she got a bag of that as well. Yay. She got a nice big bag of that. 50 grams. Okay, so I'm just gonna check the order form to make sure everything, yep, everything is good with this order as well. So hooray, I'm gonna put everything back in her bag, and I'm not seeing her until May, I think. So I'll take good care of this. Put this in maybe a dark cupboard somewhere. I am about to go to bed for the evening, and I wanted to talk about something that I've been meaning to mention for a while now, but it just keeps slipping my mind. I thought of this because the first clip in this video was me getting out of bed, and so I thought, why not film this clip now of me going to bed, even though it's like I think it's like over a week later. If you follow along with my vlogs, you may recall that I mentioned a book called Breath before, and please excuse the lisp, I've already put in my retainer. I referenced this book when I was talking about chewing and the importance of that mechanical act of chewing for our physiology. But that was only one aspect of the book. The book mainly deals with the topic of breathing, and specifically the benefits of nose breathing. Again, for your physiology, there's something about the air going through your nose that puts pressure in different areas of your face, just opens up your airways. And I read this book a while ago, so I'm going off memory. Of course, a lot of us breathe through our mouths, myself included. Not all the time, but when I'm sleeping, I tend to breathe through my mouth. If I'm exercising, or if I'm out of breath for whatever reason, nervous maybe, I tend to start breathing through my mouth. I had read about taping your mouth as a practice overnight to force nose breathing, but this was before I read the book, and I imagined it to be really scary in my mind because I thought you had to tape your entire mouth shut, and I thought, what if I get congested in the middle of the night and I can't breathe? I just felt like that would be very unsafe. But when I was reading the book, I got to a part about taping your mouth. And the author, James Nestor, he mentioned that you really only need a postage stamp sized piece of tape on this part of your mouth. So I thought, oh, that doesn't sound scary at all. So I tried it the same night, and this was the night before I went to the team retreat with the writing studio. So this was towards the end of October. I didn't tape my mouth at the retreat, but when I came back, I started up the practice again. I think I started in early November. So I've been taping my mouth for 2.5 months now. So at night now, I breathe through my nose. When I wake up in the morning, my mouth isn't as dry and as funky as it used to be. Because my mouth is closed and there's no air passing in and out through it, there's more saliva flow, and that inhibits the growth of bacteria in your mouth. So I'm going to show you how I tape my mouth. I use this tape, which is 3M healthcare tape. It's like a fabric tape, white tape. You can see the texture. Not really any stretch at all. And I keep a pair of scissors beside me. I'll just cut off a small piece and show you how I tape my mouth. I've cut off a piece of tape about this size, and I've been trying to use smaller and smaller pieces. Before, I would cut off maybe like this much tape, and I would just tape it from above my upper lip to below my lower lip and just pretty much tape my mouth shut, but not like too shut. It's like comfortably shut. Since I've been using a smaller piece of tape, I've been rotating the tape so that it's like diagonal, so it's like a diamond formation rather than like a square or a rectangle. Again, my mouth is just lightly taped shut, and I will show you that. The tape isn't going to adhere right away because I'm talking, and also because I have just slathered on lip balm. Doing this does make my lips very, very dry in the morning, but that could also be a function of the weather and the humidity level in the condo. It's winter in Toronto, so it is rather dry. So this is what I do. So that's basically it, and as you can see, I can still talk. If I need to breathe through my mouth, I can. This is very easy to take off, and because I am wearing lip balm right now, it is not sticking very well, but usually when I put it on, I keep my mouth closed, and as the lip balm gets absorbed into my skin, the tape actually starts to adhere even more, and in the morning I do have to peel it off. So this has never fallen off in the middle of the night despite my tossing and turning, and it sticks quite well without being too tacky. Like, it's not very, very difficult to remove. I thought I would mention that because that's been on my mind for a while to talk about in a vlog, and I just haven't had the chance. But I'm going to go to bed now. I had a really nice weekend, very nice Chinese New Year weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye!